What is it?
Hello, you're watching The Essential Gamer. This is What Is It with me, Lee, and what it is Praey for the Gods. A game which looks a little bit similar to one of my favourite games ever, Shadow of the Colossus. But it's much more than just that. Oh yes, I assure you. So this is made by Nomad Studios. It came out in December 2021. And yes, it does have its resemblances, its similarities to a certain Shadow of the Colossus, but there's enough here so that it's not just a rip-off. Let me explain. So it's made by a 3-person team, and they cite their influences as Shadow of the Colossus, obviously, Bloodbourne, DayZ, and other things. So it's not just a Colossus. Get that out of your head. Get out of your head, because what you've got here is a story that's delivered through like notes on the floor and things like that. There's no spoken dialogue at all, and there's additions to the gameplay that add enough. So like there's a grappling hook. Everyone loves a grappling hook. I like a grappling hook. You like a grappling hook. Grappling hook, good addition. There's also temperature manipulation. You get cold, basically. It's freezing, so you have to make sure you make fires, and you have to survive out in the wilderness while defeating the big gods. So yeah, it's different. Yes, bears similarities to the bit where you stab the big Colossus guy. You're more pushing a button. You're pressing the plug. You're turning them off, so to speak. More than stabbing them to death unknowingly. Yeah, it's like I said, it's got its resemblances, but there's enough difference here for me to really enjoy it. I love Shadow of the Colossus. I love the discovery of the story. I won't ruin it if you haven't played it, but here there's a lot more emphasis on the survival side. You need to sleep, for instance, which is nice. You're out gathering berries and things like that and finding various foods, and you're taking these foods to a fireplace, and then you're cooking up like the mushrooms and the berries and the everything else. You're keeping yourself alive. It's got all the survival traits that you'd expect of something like DayZ, and it adds a nice variance to the gameplay loop. It's not just go out, kill big thing. It's go and find wood, and go and stay warm, go find some food somewhere, go and level up your equipment. The crafting it's fairly simplistic in its layout, but it's got a little bit of depth to it once you get further into the game. It's never like a really detailed crafting thing, but what I do like is that you can just bang down a fire like I have here and just do some crafting at it, pausing one of the boss fights, which was really annoying me at the time. It was really annoying me. It's one of the early ones. It took me nearly, like 4 hours to get to the second boss, because I just went and explored. And that's the best thing about this. There's the freedom to go and do what you want. Whereas, something like Shadow of the Colossus wasn't built in this way. It is an open world. And look at this big silly chicken leg. So I was out battling orbs and gliding and climbing, lots of climbing, and picking up gold stuff from dead dudes, and climbing and hunting, yes, and gliding and hunting and climbing and gliding, and oh shit, what the hell is that thing? Who'd have thought 3 people building their dream project and an overly successful Kickstarter would make such varied enemies? Jesus! I just want to bring back the big chicken leg. There are some things I wasn't very keen on though. There's a few animations that feel like they're not quite as focused on as the others, like leaving water, for instance. I know it sounds like quite a little thing, but there's a few battles where you're in and around water and you can't get in or out of the fucking thing without looking like an absolute mong. I mean, come on, please, work with me here. Because you need these things, because the people that have made this game have made it extremely difficult at times. You will undoubtedly fail. That some of the gods are just one-hit monsters. It's horrible. There's also a very good photo mode, which, as you know, I love a photo mode. So I've investigated this and I've come up with some pretty good shots. So the photo mode gets a 4 squawbles out of 7 bing bongs. Oh, it's just a love letter to so many different games, and they've put in every ounce of everything they've got, and they've created a brilliant thing here. Praey for the Gods is worth it, in my humble opinion. They've really sort of let the monster out. I'd love to see what they do next. And there you are. That was fun, wasn't it? Well, if this video has been any good to you, please do like and subscribe. Do the little thumbs up and the bell and all that stuff. And if it's not been any good to you, if you've got nothing out of this video whatsoever, please leave a dislike and tell me in the comments what I did wrong, and I will go and offer myself up to the gods as a gimp. Yeah, I'll be their gimp. I'll just sit in a box with a leather mask on, waiting to be godded.